Hello, boys. So what sort of thoughts have you formulated around either the narrow or the broad free agency or the Tom Lynch scenario?
Yeah, well, there's two types of free agents, the restricted and the unrestricted. Okay, he's a restricted free agent. So if he comes back to the Gold Coast next week and says, I've got an offer from, I've chosen, just to say Richmond. Richmond, give me a 6-year deal, $1 million a year for round figures. There's the deal there. Now it's your choice. Do you want to match it or not? If not, he goes, they get a compensation pick, which at this stage is pick 3. That's a significant pick. It's a big pick in this year's draft. It's a big pick in any draft. But if they choose to match the offer, right, and make a stand as a club and say, no, we want you. We're happy to pay you that. And we'll sign that. And he decides to then still leave, Jerry, which is a high likelihood of happening because you break a lot of relationships with these sorts of decisions. The priority pick dissolves. They either trade him, allow him to go as a free agent, or he goes into the draft. Now he's not getting to the draft. There's no way the Suns can allow that to happen. So I'm questioning what the restricted part of it is. Because why have restricted? Because the clubs can't bite back. They can't take the gamble. The Gold Coast cannot take the gamble on not getting pick 3. So I think the AFL need to look at this. When does the priority pick dissolve? If he leaves, regardless of whether it's been matched or not, they should still get the priority pick.
Yep.
Because he's leaving through free agency. Let's cut to the chase. He's not leaving via trade, and they want him.
So who's running last on the ladder to pick him up in the first round?
Well, this year it's Carlton, and I think that's the perfect result for the AFL, that you get a high-quality player go to the poorest team in the competition. That's what we want, isn't it? Isn't that what we want with our competition? It's supposed to be cyclical. The draft's supposed to reward the team that finishes last. It's Carlton this year. If he was to go to the draft, he goes to Carlton. The priority pick goes to the Gold Coast Suns. That's notionally what we want. I can't understand why the priority pick dissolves.
Because clubs have lost control and the AFL lost control to players, and players always end up where they want to be.
The AFL has set this rule.
Yeah, no.
This is really nothing to do with anyone else but the AFL.
They can change that rule in a heartbeat.
They can change it tomorrow.
Yes, they can, but they won't.
Why not?
And because players have got a lot of control. Lynch will end up what club he chooses.
Only because the Gold Coast have no play.
They've got one play. They've got a play. You match it.
You match it.
You match it, and you say to the club that he chooses, you want him. Give us.
They're not going to do that. The offers are coming.
We always said that about Port Adelaide, though, as well.
The offers are coming because they know it's just finance. It's just finance. So if Richmond want to get him, they don't have to give up anything. It's just finance.
Send him to Carlton. If the club wants to be nasty, send him to Carlton.
They can't take that risk.
It's not a risk. They just lose pick 3.
Well, it's a big price, isn't it? Would you do that? If you were CEO of the Gold Coast Suns, would you sit on your heels and say, you know what?
I don't know. But I think it's a discussion to be had at the board
I'm
table.
asking you, though, if you're in charge of the Suns, are you not taking pick 3?
I would put it on the table for discussion.
Are you not taking pick 3?
No, I just told you. No, I did. I'd put it on the table for discussion around the club because there's more important people than just one person. Where do you want to be as a football club?
I just think this is something that needs to be corrected immediately.
Would you let him go for Carlton if he can get?
No way.
Hang on. If he got a pick 3 compensation,
I would expect Cochrane to stand up tomorrow and say, "We're taking pick 3, and you know what, Tom? We don't care where you end up.
Yeah, exactly.
Not our decision. We've got our pick. Do as you please."
So that's what the Suns want to do. Well, will they do it?
They can't do it. How can they? So I don't understand what the difference between restricted and unrestricted is if it's not going to have any apparent benefit for the club that the free agent is leaving.
Pick up the thread on Carlton.